night sky, it looks mysterious and beautiful, starting from the beauty of the day sky to the night sky with a shining moon. Yet humans have tried since centuries to figure out the mysteries in the deep space. The universe is ever expanding, and if human race survives for 5 to 6 thousands or millions of years, then also we will discover only a little about it. Life was a continuous struggle, and still it is, but it has evolved and given many opportunities to explore the unknown. Right from the time of the Big Bang explosion to the formation of the solar system and formation of the Earth and Moon after a huge collision, life started to evolve slowly, and after a few millennia, we saw the dinosaurs were demolished by a huge comet explosion. But still, many small lives lived, and after several millions of years, we saw the evolution of early human-like ape ancestors who came to the modern human characteristic after many struggle and success. When humans started the use of fire, from that very day we saw science and knowledge moving hand in hand. This evolution has led humans to discover the deep space and its remnant, which provides valuable information about the existence of life on another planet. On this episode of What's Hidden, we will discover how Artemis, a future moon exploration, will give us information about the existence of life on moon and how it will support life. It is official, when astronauts land on the moon in 2024, they will get there with the help from European Service Module. The European Space Agency signed a contract with Airbus to build the third European Service Module for NASA's Orion spacecraft that will ferry the next astronaut to land on Moon. NASA's Artemis mission program is returning humans to the Moon, with ESA's European Service Module supplying everything needed to keep the astronauts alive on their trip in crew module: water, air, propulsion, electricity, a comfortable temperature, as well as acting as chassis of the spacecraft. The third Artemis mission will fly astronauts to the Earth's natural satellite in 2024, the first to land on Moon after Apollo 17, following a time gap of 50 years. Over 20,000 parts and components are used in each European Service Module, from electrical components to engines, solar panels, fuel tanks, life support elements for the astronaut, as well as approximately 12 kilometers of cable. Orion is the size of a small house, with the European Service Module taking up the floor at 4 meters in diameter and height. It has 4 solar wings that extend 19 meters across to generate enough energy to power 2 households. It carries 8.6 tons of fuel to power Orion's main engine and 32 smaller thrusters that will keep it on course to the Moon and power return home to Earth. The program is carried out predominantly by NASA, US commercial spaceflight companies contracted by NASA, and international partners such as the European Space Agency (ESA), the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency (JAXA), Canadian Space Agency (CSA), and the Australian Space Agency (ASA). NASA is leading the program, but expects international partnerships to play a key role in advancing Artemis as the next step towards the long-term goal of establishing a sustainable presence on the Moon, laying the foundation for private companies to build a lunar economy, eventually sending humans to Mars. The SLS is believed to be the most powerful rocket in comparison to the rocket Saturn V. It contains near around 2 fuel tanks, of which one is of liquid oxygen and the other is of liquid hydrogen, along with the presence of 2 solid rocket boosters. It has a weight payload of 8.8 million tons, out of which 7.2 million tons is only the fuel. This spacecraft launcher will provide enough thrust so that the journey to the moon can be completed in 3 days. In December 2017, President Trump signed Space Policy Directive 1 authorizing the lunar campaign. Artemis draws upon ongoing spacecraft program including Orion, the Lunar Gateway and commercial lunar payload services, and adds an undeveloped crewed lander. The Space Launch System will serve as the primary launch vehicle for Orion, while commercial launch vehicles are planned for use to launch various other elements of the campaign. NASA requested $1.6 billion in additional funding for Artemis for fiscal year 2020, while the Senate Appropriations Committee requested from NASA a 5-year budget profile which is needed for evaluation and approval by Congress. The Artemis program is an ongoing government-funded crewed spaceflight program that has the goal of landing the first woman and the next man on the moon, especially at the lunar South Pole region by 2024. This mission was proposed long back in 2011 after the grand success of Apollo. So guys, thank you for watching.